Good morning, everyone. It's been a while since I've been on, but I saw this Bullhorn Betty's YouTube last night, and I thought I needed to comment on it. So I'm going to get right into it and start it.
People about somebody being on Twitter all day when Sniffle-Lot, Sniffle D, and Sniffle Dumb are on. We got a $700 Tweedledum on their side that likes to be on literally on X all day long. I have watched that man go for 8 solid.
For one thing, do you notice here she's got on the right-hand side K. Rogers? Is that supposed to stand for Kate? I mean, this woman is not supposed to talk about Sebastian or his family. Yet she's done how many live streams since the judge ordered it? She's got his picture up here. She's still talking about the family. And she also has a tattoo of Sebastian's army on her shoulder blade.
Hours arguing with people to make himself feel special. Just saying.
Here she is. She's talking about BTIM here and that guy named Hung or Hung.
So of all channels to be talking like this is like I'm on the floor. I am on the floor.
She really has a lot of nerve, you know. She's starting to make me sick. She's got that lawsuit going against her with Queen Bee countersuit, which she's going to lose it. She may not have anything, but she does have a house.
Maybe he does because he owns the fucking platform. But like, rich people don't have time. Time is money.
Right.
Hold on. Fucking
I'm going to slow this
posting
down.
every fucking 2 minutes on Twitter.
Isn't that what they do on YouTube all day long? What are you guys saying? You're scumbag, rotten earth people and don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out at? Because how can you possibly be on the internet all day and have a life and make money? Is that really what BTIM is saying? Yet his ass is literally on YouTube?
And you know what? He's not constantly on YouTube. He goes on Queen Bee's channel. And big deal. He hangs out a couple hours. Not all day, not 24/7.
Like 7 to 8 hours a day or longer?
No. Her Queen Bee's lives last like 4 hours. Sometimes longer, but not every day.
Is this really coming from Hypocrisy in Chief here?
A rich person that has,
You know, Betty, you're really pushing your limits here. You should be laying low on the YouTube with these restraining orders. Yet every day you go and talk about Sebastian and his parents. You're really making me sick. And that's the main reason why I came on to do this. I was going to do a clip, but I figure this way is better.
as a business, is running like multiple businesses and stuff like that, doesn't have time. Every minute.
How in the hell would BTIM?
Betty, go get some water because you're making me want to clear my throat.
Mr. Janitor, have any idea what it's like to have
Mr. Janitor? How does she know what BTIM does for a living? I don't think she even knows his name. I don't.
money or to be rich? To even know what it's like to be a rich person. Oh, right. It's that assumption thing that they like to do.
Betty, you don't know what BTIM makes for a living. You don't know his financial status.
Over there as fact. That's right. I forgot. This is the assumption crew that thinks that their assumptions actually equate to fact. I forgot these. This is the felon channel. That's what.
You know what? If you don't have a felon, Betty, you're heading for one. You're really pissing me off. You think you're better than everyone. You sit on your high horse and look down at people when really you're going to jail. It's almost a fact. And I can almost guarantee you're going to jail. You won't go to prison probably, but you're going to do some jail time for violating that restraining order as many times as you did.
Why they don't know anything about that.
And hey, Donald Trump, your buddy there, he's a felon. They dismissed his charges yesterday unconditionally, but he's still a felon. They did not dismiss his felon charge.
As a business, is running like multiple businesses and stuff like that, doesn't have time. Every minute is a minute lost in money wise. And he smells of someone that's sitting in his fucking mom's basement, right? Bought 1,000, probably got the shoes as a gift.
Sitting in his mom's basement. And you're talking about Basement Tim here.
The B stands for Boston, Betty, in case you didn't know. You must not have been following Queen Bee's channel for that long, because I'm pretty sure when he first started out, it was Boston Tim. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Is he trying to get some of that funk up off him? I feel like he's deflecting here.
Oh, stop with the deflecting and all your new words from whatever his name is, detective, whatever. You took his cards. You're reading his cards off online. He's not going to be happy with that. You know, it might not be a copyright issue, but you're reading every single word on his cards that he made.
If you guys think Big T is deflecting, put a 1 in the chat.
He's not deflecting. This AI photo you have up there doesn't even look like him, I'm sure.
I think this man is deflecting. I think he's looking in his mirror and saying, damn, I wish I was Hong, but since I'm not Hong, let's figure out how to tear Hong down.
You're freaking sick in the head, bitch. All right? In my opinion, you got Sebastian's picture behind you, and you're talking all this nasty stuff.
Rich people are rich people. They have money or they don't have money, right? I would think that a man that has multiple cars, one being a Bentley, I'd have to say he's a rich person. And sometimes rich people have the ability, especially when it's their job to be online all day, for them to be online all day. I know a lot of rich people.
It's not their job to be online all day because they're a millionaire or whatever, rich. That's their job, is to be online all day. You think you're going to get rich being online all day, Betty? Give it up. And I can't wait until Queen Bee wins that countersuit and has a lien against your house and gets money from you every single month, because they will detach your paycheck and they will take money from you. One way or another, you're going to lose.
People. Hell.
One way or another, they're going to get you.
A lot richer than any of us. And guess what? They're online all day too. It's kind of funny how that happens. I think that's the way our jobs just kind of work. But it takes 2 seconds. What?
Our jobs? I'm sorry, but I've worked all my life for the past, I'm not even going to say how many years, but look, I never looked at YouTube as a job for anyone. A supplement income, but not enough to live on unless you have like a talent like Ryan Upchurch.
What makes X so popular? It takes you 2 seconds to share information. No, you don't want to know, Crystal Pistol. It's fat lips boy.
I'm not even reading her chat because, oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Toy.
Wait a minute. What did she say? I got to go back a second.
Happens. I think that's the way our jobs just kind of work. But it takes 2 seconds. What makes X so popular? It takes you 2 seconds to share information. No, you don't want to know, Crystal Pistol. It's fat lips boy toy.
Now, who is Fat Lips?
Yeah,
New to me.
Mommy, and probably is
from his mommy. He's the
Betty, your laugh is disgusting. It really is. And you could tell it's fake. Get a life. Get a grip.
I'm sorry.
Wow. I was in a good mood until I came here to do this. And now she's really pissing me off.
Even when I was listening to this, I was cracking up. You guys are going to have to bear with me.
broke as a joke.
I really shouldn't watch her, but it's like watching a train wreck. I mean, for my own mental health, I shouldn't even watch her.
Like, let's be real. He probably has a little money, but
little money? His car's worth more than you make.
Betty, how do you know about this guy and what he makes and what he drives? You've been stalking him too?
In 10 years. Like
10 years. A Bentley is like 200,000. Now, come on. My son makes almost that much in 1 year.
you can't make this stuff up. These people are idiots on steroids.
No, you're the fucking idiot on steroids.
And they publicly show it. And they have no
Ah.
shame because they are literally.
Wow, I'm really getting worked up. After this is over, man, and I'm not doing the whole video of hers. I'm only doing the part where she's talking about BTIM. I'm going to have to put it away for the day.
In this cocoon that makes them appear like inside their cocoon, they feel all special and important, but the rest of the world, like the other billion people outside of their little $2,000.
Maybe some people stay inside a cocoon so they don't get their asses sued like you. You brought a lawsuit against Queen Bee for it to turn around and slap you in your own fucking face. I think it's hilarious. And you're online the other night saying it's a frivolous lawsuit. Yeah, frivolous on your part, not Queen Bee's. And I hope she gets, oh man, I hope she gets at least 100,000, if not more, from you.
Click.
Oh shit, what did I do?
2,000 person click.
I don't know what I did.
We're laughing at them. Like seriously freaking laughing at these jokes.
He's not as rich as he claims.
Who's laughing? I've never even heard of this channel. Whose channel is this? Oh, is this Queen Bee's? I don't know whose channel she's even watching.
He says he has.
But I've never heard of that guy, Hung or whoever.
Properties in China. Well, Mr. Hung, I hate to inform you, but the fucking market in China in real estate has plummeted. There's people that spent over $2 million.
There she is with her stupid laugh, man. She thinks she's professional, and her actions and the way she wears her hair, and I mean, come on. I don't like to pick on people's looks, but if you want to be professional, Betty, do your hair. Go get it done professionally, like Nancy Gray. That's who you're trying to, or Grace. That's who you're trying to be like. And stop with your stupid ass laughing. Making fun of people. That's not very fucking professional.
A man that probably doesn't own 1 red cent. I bet you he barely owns a car.
Okay, so you're not stalking him. I don't know. You're weird.
If he does, let alone an actual house that he owns outright.
In dollars for their houses there, and it's worth $200,000. There's people that are underwater. The whole fucking market, the housing market in China, it makes makes the housing market in the United States look like.
Do you see how manipulative this is? Do you understand the manipulation and mind games?
You know what, Betty? You really should stop picking on people because it's all backfiring on you. They're going to come back. Queen Bee and BTIM are going to come back at you 10 times harder. You're losing.
That these people play. These people have so much more than this person right here. But he's trying to justify, and in the eyes of his of the audience, bring Hong from up here down here. That's their only ploy when it comes.
I've never even heard of this Hong guy.
Comes to Hong is to
and that's probably not how you say his name.
Manipulate people into thinking this man is a fraud. That the Bentley.
That's not what I get out of it. That's not what I got out of Tim's statement at all.
He's driving around in is just some type of imagination your mind is playing on you.
Wow, Betty, you really are screwed up in the head, in my opinion.
And this is coming from a real basement dweller.
How do you know where B. Tim lives? He probably has a mansion up in Boston on the beach.
Like I said, I think he's deflecting. But I
look, she talking like
found it comical. I figured you guys would too.
Here, let me rewind this. She needs some water.
To manipulate people into thinking this man is a fraud. That the Bentley he's driving around in is just some type of imagination your mind is playing on you. And this is coming from a real basement dweller.
Drink some water. If you need to clear your throat, mute.
Like I said, I think he's deflecting. But I found it comical. I figured you guys would too.
Like a
That's what I do.
But you know, yeah, I'm telling you, I know that. I know. I know, but I'm just saying. I know the house. I know that's the signal. I know the house. When he says he has properties in China, I know he's fucking full of shit. Full of.
No, he's actually a Chinese like national. Like he would have property.
I'm gonna have to Google this guy just to find out what he's about and to see how correct she is.
There. And if he's a Chinese person over in America, trust me, they've got more money than probably, I would say that.
You don't know that, Betty. A lot of people come to America to make money and bring it home to their families. They don't really make that much, in my opinion.
A whole entire channel of people for a 10-year period. Like Mr. Hong he's a millionaire. And you got this Yahoo. Not only that, do you know how expensive it is to come over here from China and to start a business from China? I mean, do you even know what it costs for a plane ticket to commute back and forth?
Is this who she's talking about? Mr. Hong, James Hong, an actor? I just typed in Worth, Wikipedia. No, that can't be him. 1929? James Hong? I don't know. I'll have to look into it at another time.
It's probably more than this Yahoo makes in 6 freaking months.
Oh, maybe Betty, stop. Much, I got to get to the part about the house.
Those sunglasses there.
Oh, no. Man, all right. She was right about to say it.
And
they're in the shitter. And what would you do? I have $100,000. I was only able to afford one house. Now I'm $1,000. I was only able to afford one house. Now
I wish I timestamped the part that I clipped this morning. I don't feel like making a clip. I don't want her to strike me. My channel is demonetized right now not because of strikes, because the bots picked up that I was reusing content.
Now I'm able to afford 10. That's how rich people think.
You wouldn't know how rich people think.
Not this closed-minded piece of you know what.
Wow.
Right now. Okay. So actually what it tells me is you either washed your fucking ass in investments in China if you invested in 2 to 3 years ago and you're like down by 90%, or you basically your building hasn't been built yet, because what they used to do is they used to grab your money and they says, here, we'll build that building, and they give up on the project halfway and it's just a concrete shell.
Or the property was bought over 20 years ago for him at next to nothing.
Oh my God, her voice is killing me. Where's the part she talks about the lien?
This from China?
I mean, not the lien.
I mean, do you even know what it costs for a plane ticket to commute back and forth?
No, but I'm going to Google it.
It's probably more than this Yahoo makes in 6 freaking months.
You don't even know. And it can't be that much. My nephew is going to school in Japan. And I don't think it's that much.
Maybe not that much, but.
Right.
Close.
Shit. Because I know that.
Trying to find the part where she says she owns her own house.
Housing market in China. And the whole.
Oh, he knows the housing market in China. Don't you know? He's the, he's quite the globetrotter. He's quite the globetrotter.
I cannot believe that you got Sebastian's face behind you while you're talking this crap. And excuse me for swearing earlier. I apologize. But she's the one that has his picture up there.
Mr. Basement Tim, quite the globetrotter. He looks like it. Look at him. He's been all over.
She's really trying to piss him off.
All over the world.
Fucking housing market in China has imploded. It is fucking, you're better off investing in fucking bottles, right?
You mean you're better investing in America? Oh, well, I wonder if that has any reason why he's here. Sounds like he's made a lot of investments in America. Maybe it has to do with the fact that Chinese market's probably in the shitter.
Oh, Betty, let me get to the part, please, Lord.
You know what you know what you do when an economy's in the shitter? You buy, right?
Yeah, but you don't buy houses. You buy real stocks. You buy stocks or Bitcoin or invest. That would be my opinion. I wouldn't make a monopoly of houses, but I would invest my money.
That are in the
And I do.
shitter. And what would you do? I have $100,000. I was out.
Because guess what? He still has to pay a mortgage.
Here we go.
So
Here we
you know,
go.
that might sound impressive.
See, that's
This is where I was looking for. This part right here.
still a hypothetical. I don't pay a mortgage. Why does somebody have to pay a mortgage?
You don't pay a mortgage because you lucked out by marrying someone that was stable enough and made his own business, and you got half of it, and you ended up with the house that was paid off.
I haven't had to pay a mortgage in over 12 or 13 years.
Like I said, you married into it.
I'm only 43 or 43.
She doesn't even know how old she is.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm only 45 years old. I haven't paid a mortgage. I was pretty much semi-retired whenever I was 40-something years.
Semi-retired at 40-something years old. She won't say how many years. Watch, let's hear that again.
They seem to all know everything about everything, but not have a pot to piss in or
You're looking in the mirror again.
window to throw it out at. I don't get it.
And it is just, it's fucking terrible right now. So if he said he had properties in the United States, I'd be like, okay, I mean, that's fine. But when he said he had properties in China, I'm like, whoa, he must be underwater. Because guess what? He still has to pay a mortgage. So,
All right, that's at 29.
you know, that might sound impressive.
See, that's still a hypothetical. I don't pay a mortgage. Why does somebody have to pay a mortgage? I haven't had to pay a mortgage in over 12 or 13 years. I'm only 43 or 43.
I can't wait for them to put a lien on your house for Queen Bee.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm only 45 years old. I haven't paid a mortgage. I was pretty much semi-retired whenever I was 40-something years old.
Whenever I was 40-something years old. No, it's when I was 44 or however old. You make no sense, bitch.
So why is he assuming just because you have property, you have a mortgage? I have a property. I don't have a mortgage.
Like I said, again, you lucked out. You used your husband for what he had, and then you divorced him and took it all.
Some people, but I
In my opinion.
know the housing market in China. Because guess what?
You notice how do you notice how he has said, I know the housing market in China literally 18
Maybe he does. You don't know what Tim knows. Jesus.
million times to try to convince people he knows the market. That's what you call convincing language. If we were to apply the deceptive deck to this.
Oh, here we go. What's his name? Deception detective. She finally found him. So she bought a deck, or she had her subs buy her a deck. And now she's trying to get his attention so she could be called out like everybody else on his channel. Shout it out.
I would have to say that
he's not going to shout you out, Betty. You're a freaking embarrassment to the true crime community. You are not true crime. You're drama. You're drama, and I can't wait for the judge to ban. He's probably going to ban you. In my opinion, he's going to tell you to stay off the internet. If you can't keep the Proudfoots family and Sebastian out of your mouth, he's going to tell you to stay off the internet because you're not doing it on your own. You smacked him in the face. You slapped the judge in the face when he told you to leave that family alone. That family no longer exists to you. You turned around the same day and started talking about them. And you did it about, I think it's 40 something. I don't know how many times, in the 40s. I think at least 40 lives.
At
there she is with his deck.
Tim is being just.
There she is with a deception deck. I guess they go for around $70.
Deceptive. Basement Tim, there's enough here. There's enough cluster.
I swear to God, she's making me sick to my stomach. So I'm going to have to end this.
He's being deceptive. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I hit this again and it knocked my camera. I wish my camera wasn't so finicky. Let me put this back on. Hold on. Now it's going to do that. Now I've got to get.
Nobody wants to see you. You may as well leave it off.
The damn thing back on. Give me a second.
Jesus.
the phones for you guys. I want to thank you for all
right,
being here.
she's opening up the phones. That's really all I wanted to cover. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I'm going to be back. I'm going to have special guests on. We're going to talk about a lot of different things, and I'm hoping 2025 is a good year for everyone. Happy late New Year, and see you soon. Bye-bye.